Is it me? I'm sitting differently. Hi, Annie. Let's see here. So I can see the... It is a little cold tonight. It was... Oh, it is a little cold tonight. Uh-oh. It was... It was about 51 degrees earlier, but I think it's lower now. That was around 6. So, I think it's supposed to get in the lower 30s. It was 38 last night. So, how are you? How's the weather where you're at? Why is my chat not coming up? It's nice. Yeah, Eris was saying she got snow. Are you in a cold place or a warm place? Jose, hello. Now, are you going to be a troll or are you going to be a person that's going to be decent in the chat? I don't know why I can't see your response, Annie. I don't know. I told everybody I was coming on at 8, but I'm a little early. Hey, Jose. Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? No, I'm going to be moving, so I'm not cooking or anything for this year for Thanksgiving. My son is supposed to be cooking, so I might go and grab a plate from his house. Why is it the light is just really crappy in here tonight? I don't know why, it just seems really bright. Seems really, really bright tonight. You can't wait for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking? See, this is why I hate when I use my phone and not use the computer, because then I have to worry about trolls. I don't know why the light is just really bothering me tonight. It looks really, really bright. Like this light back here. Deborah needs a boyfriend. Okay. Well, we just deleted you in your comment. I don't know. Oh, okay. So where is your daughter's? Where does your daughter live? Or what state is she in? And that's nice that you're going to visit your daughter for Thanksgiving. Do you have any grandchildren there? Oh, Louisiana. Are you from Louisiana? Oh my gosh, such good food down there. I was stationed in at England, which was oh gosh, in Alexandria. Did I say I can't remember the place? It was in Alexandria, Louisiana. I love the food. I love crawfish season. The music, the people. I just had a good time when I was there. I really did. I like Baton Rouge. Definitely like New Orleans. But I like New Orleans when it wasn't, Mardi Gras season. You could just go and really enjoy stuff without thousands of people. Oh, okay. Alrighty, original since birth. What's up, party people from Bangkok, smoking Afghanistan, eating sushi, drinking Dom Pedro, and watching shorts. You got a lot going on. Unfortunately, you ran into the non-party people. I don't think we would be up to par to where you're at. Okay. But I could do with the eating the sushi. Where is the people? Because I'm not going to be on here long. You have a wonderful evening, original since birth. We boring. I want you to pop into a chat that's really fun and lively to go along with your fun night. But come back and check us out on another day. I'm usually a little bit more livelier. So, Annie, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? Are y'all doing traditional Thanksgiving dinner? We usually like to switch it up when I am cooking, like instead of turkey, maybe have a duck. My son always wants ham. But, sometimes, like one year we did pizza and seafood boil. We've done like sub sandwiches and pasta. I mean, because you got Thanksgiving and you got Christmas. So either one of them we do traditional and the other one we do something else. But I guess I might do traditional for Christmas because I'll be in my new place by then. I was trying to wait till everybody got here so that I could do a celebratory drink. Now I'm feeling warm. I was feeling cold. Now I'm feeling warm. So does your daughter have any children? Do you have grandchildren in Louisiana? Turn this heat down. I am a little warm. Parker, you left me? Why you leave me? Whenever I start going live, you just leave me. Hmm? What are you eating? What do you have in your mouth? He is always up to something. Oh, okay, so you got 3 granddaughters. That's good. Are they little grands? All right, I'm gonna get him to 8:15, and then if not, Annie, I'm just gonna call it a night because I am still a little tired from yesterday, and my throat. That's why I wasn't gonna stay on here long. My throat hurts a little bit. It's like not hurt, but scratching and swallowing. So I'm not going to be on here long, but I thought I would do a little catch up with the people since I hadn't been on here all week. Hey, new grad. Oh, 9 and 9 months. So you got the itty bitty up to the one that thinks that she's a preteen, probably. How are you tonight, new grad? Doing well, I hope. Yeah, I have a 11-year-old and then a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old. And you know the 3-year-old is very, very busy. You just resting? That's what I'm going to do. I thought I'd come on here for about an hour, but the people are trickling in very slowly. I have been busy trying to find a new place to move to, and I had my endoscopy yesterday. So I'm still having, I feel okay. It's just that my throat's a little scratchy and the swallowing still. And I don't know what they put in my mouth, but they got my gums hurting. I was like, what did y'all put? I'm sure they put some type of guard in to keep my mouth open. Hey, Phil Hill. We are. How are you? Yeah, you know what? Because I don't really watch her anymore. I'm trying to think, what day was it? It must have been. Yeah, I think it's just, the procedure, them sticking the tube down your throat and all that. And so this morning I felt really good. I guess I still might have had some anesthesia in me. And, but now if I cough up underneath here hurts, it's just, I guess it's all sore because I'm sure they gave me something for all that, but it has worn off. So I took a Motrin, so hopefully that will help. But for the most part, the soreness in my throat and all that, and I sound a little scratchy, but I would be okay. Everything looked good, so thumbs up on that because I was worried about my pancreas, but everything looks good. No stones have come out of the gallbladder, but they still want to remove the gallbladder. So that might be coming up in 2025. Your phone is dead, but you're here. Okay. Nivea. So yes, I thought I would come on and have a celebratory drink for finding a place. I really like the neighborhood. It is really nice. Of course, the place is much smaller than here. Yes, he is. When it comes to our health, we have just I've I've decided I've got to just do better now I'm getting older. This is my mod. What do you mean? I know tonight I'm just kind of a little. I am my normal lively self, but I think I'm just still a little tired. You know what, Paulie? I'm not even in the mood to argue with you tonight or put you in the doghouse. I'm still a little trying to get over yesterday, but as soon as I'm back to my 100%, do know I'm going to be in your ass, just so you know. Letting you know now. You can look forward to that. Hi, Annabelle, the nice one out of the two of you. I need Annabelle here with Parker. They could do tag team. I haven't seen anything, thank you, Jesus. I'm with you, Lisa. But my son took me to get my procedure yesterday. He came and stayed with me for some hours afterwards. Normally, the last time I had to have anesthesia, I came home and went straight to sleep. Yesterday, I could not sleep. I was up. You do that, new grad. Let me know if any of them are good. But yeah, he said because I've had to tape up literally the vents because Parker has been barking, and so my son was like, I don't know what's under your house, but I heard something running or something. But he said it sounded kind of big, so I think it might be the cats. My neighbor has cats. But whatever the case is, Deborah is moving up out of here. So prayfully, the majority of the stuff will be gone next weekend. Oh, a mole. Okay, see, that's what you get. That's what you get talking about my mouse. I'd rather have a little mouse than a mole. Mm-mm. But yeah, so I have been moving boxes in the car. I got a lot of them out the house and out of the garage. So she's supposed to be sending over the lease so I can sign it tonight, and I'll get the key tomorrow because I'm gonna start moving stuff in tomorrow. Just take the stuff. I like take the clothes with the hangers, put them in the back seat. Why is everybody phone dead tonight? What y'all been doing? Who y'all been talking to? But I got mine on the charger too, so I can't say nothing. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll officially start moving over to the new place. No, this is not. Okay, long story short, this is not my house. I'm renting this place. Now, this is all going to sound real crazy, Paulie, so go ahead, strap in. I moved down here 8 years ago for financial reasons. I was still married at the time, and my ex didn't like to work, and I had given up I had a cleaning business, and I had given it up because I wanted to go back to school and get my degrees. And so when I did that, I went back to corporate America. but they wasn't paying me like my cleaning business was. And of course, he was in and out of work, mostly out of work. So we got into a pickle when I switched over from, who is that? Oh, Arabs, you're so sweet. Thank you, dear. For the, what is this, a super chat? I don't know what the green ones are called. But thank you. Um, so yeah, I moved down here because one of my coworkers was like, my parents have houses that they rent, but it's in the country. So the first time I came down here, I'm like, where the hell is this place at? And when I seen the house, I was like, what the hell she think? I'm gonna show, you know what, tomorrow, since I gotta get up and go out, I'm gonna go by there and film the house. I've been meaning to do that, to show you guys where I stayed when I first came down here. And so yeah, I was renting from them, and then I got divorced, and I'm trying to think, was it, I got divorced, I want to say in 2018. I put him out in 2016. Yeah, 2018 we finally got divorced. But that holiday season, that Thanksgiving, I literally fell through the floor all the way up to my cooch. So that's when they had this place here, because I was gonna move back to Columbia then, and they were like, "Well, we have this place," because they felt bad. I didn't sue them. Everybody was like, "You should sue them," but I didn't. So this was my landlord's husband's home before they got married. So I moved in here. Where am I going with this damn story? Oh, so I moved in here, and then I ended up getting my back pay from VA that I had been working on for 10 years, mind y'all. So anyway, when I got the back pay, I decided to buy property because I used to own property, and then I stopped. It got to be too much. It was just, my life story is very long, but I'm not going to get into all that. So anyway, I bought a condo, which is on the other side of town, and that was like my emergency home. Like, if something ever happens and, I needed a place to stay, I would use that. Also, I was going to let my son stay in there. But at the time, no, I ain't rich. He didn't want to stay in there, so I rented it out. Then I had to put them out. So then he realized that living with women ain't the way to go. I kept trying to tell him that. So now he's living there. I told him I was about to move in with him. If I couldn't find a place, I'm going to move my ass right over in my condo. So then I bought 2 acres of land. And then that was my fault because I bought it in 2019. Should have put something on there. The COVID came. Prices got high. I procrastinated. They cut my lip too. So anyway, I've been renting here, which has been a nightmare in some seasons and stuff. So actually, it's a good thing all this has happened because it's jump started me to do what I need to do, which is put something on my property. So no, I am not selling this. Actually, they tried to sell it to me for a crazy price. I'm like, I've been living here, so I know what's wrong with the home, and you want me to buy it for this ridiculous price, and then they didn't even want to give me both acres. They only want to give me 1 acre. And he added on a photo studio on the other, which could be like a studio apartment, except for you never told the county that you even added this. So you're trying to charge me for an add-on that the county is not even showing is supposed to be there. I'm like, stop it. Some people are always trying to be greedy, and it's all about the money. Which is one of my topics. So I have a whole list of things that I want to talk about. When I first started renting here, I paid $1,100, but $300 of that was for the electric, which at first sounded okay because it was built into, what I was paying. But then I'm like, I don't use a lot of heat in the winter because I'm in menopause and I stay hot all the time. So I'm like, if you're charging me 300 and I don't use 300, give me back the extra. Oh no, it was a flat 300 regardless if I use 300 of AC or 300 of heat. I didn't like that. So then this year, she went up to 1200. So then she's going to tell me that come 2025, she was going up to 1300. And I was like, I'm not paying Columbia prices down here. And for 3 summers, the AC was out. For 2 winters, the heat was out. I mean, there's been so many different issues that I should have moved a long time ago that I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm not paying you no $1,300. I can move back to Columbia, be closer in the city, and have all the things going on in the city versus being in the country. Well, the place I'm moving to now is $1,600. $300 more. So yeah. So there goes my raise. Wait a minute, and that's on a cheaper end. Rent is ridiculous. I'm telling you, a 1-bedroom is $1,300 here now. Now you can find something in the 900s, but you may get hit in the head, wake up with somebody in the bed with you. You just never know. But yeah, rent is ridiculous. And like this one place, I have applied for 2 places. The one I made the video of, and I didn't make one of the other one. It was a young couple wanted me to take over their lease. And so nobody wants to do their job anymore. The office manager was only there 2 weeks. She didn't know what the hell she was doing. And so she's been dragging her feet. You call, she don't answer. You email, she don't respond. So finally she's going to start wanting to get things together today. So she sends me an email finally, because I just had to tell her, I was like, I filled out an application and paid $75 for you to sit here and want me to give you the same information over again. I don't understand that. Then I had to pay $110 just for some administrative fees. What the hell is that? So then she sends me back an email saying that once she got my rental history from the landlord I have now, that I could go ahead and move into the apartment, but my deposit was going to be 1 month's rent and a half. Now the rent was going to be $1,300 pretty much. So you want me to pay rent and a half for a deposit when my credit ain't great, but it was a 603. I'm thinking, hell, I don't think I should have to pay that much. Yeah. Thank you. And so I told the couple, and I sent her an email back, I'm not paying that much for this apartment that ain't all that. The neighborhood is okay, but it ain't as nice as where I'm going. I'd rather pay the $1,600 to be there than to pay them $1,900 to move in, and that's not including the rent. That was just a deposit. I was like, hell to the no. I'm not doing that. Because matter of fact, where I'm moving at is private owned. I like renting from people, from private owners better, because these apartment complexes be tripping. They be tripping. I'm like, I'm not paying you all that. For what? What the hell am I paying you for? And I'm like, it only has 1 bathroom. And the washer and dryer has to go into 1 bathroom. So it's like about this much room from the sink to the washer and dryer. Now the young couple were nice. They were talking about they were going to give me their deposit because the people, they took over the lease from somebody else and they rolled over the deposit. But this new girl was like, no, we'll give you back your deposit. And then they said they mail it to me. But hell, I don't know if they're going to mail it to me or not. I wasn't doing it. And then they had cats too. And I'm always a little, now I like animals, but I'm not a cat fan. And my thing is, I didn't smell cats, but of course I saw the cats, and I'm thinking Parker was gonna be pissing all over them people's carpet because of the smell of the cats. Yep. And I think this owner is a veteran because there's a lot of veterans and military that lives in this neighborhood, which is good. But see, I could make a deal with them. You know, I'm gonna pay for this 1 week here, but he was willing to split the deposit, which was 1 month's rent. So I'm paying half now, and then I'll pay the other half, which is on the first, but you know, still at two different times. But I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. I pay this now, and then I'll pay the other half, I think, in January. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to talk to her. Because I was going to pay half the deposit in December and the other half in January. So, they was willing to work with me on that. And then I was trying to see if he was going to go down on the rent. But he said no, he just wouldn't charge me a deposit for Parker. And because, in some places you have to pay, you put a deposit down for your dog, which could be from $150 to $300 for the dog. Then you pay an extra $25 or $50 a month for having a dog. So he's not going to charge me any of that. So I'm like, okay. So it's working out. And I much rather he don't live here. He has a lady that takes care of stuff for him, and she's really nice. And I much rather deal with her than this young girl who ain't doing her job and don't know her job because she only been there 2 weeks. And I'm just like, if this is how you are on the front end with me trying to get in here, I can only imagine how you are if I have an issue in the apartment. So yeah, and this place has a washer and dryer, a nice big, you know, washer and dryer with a, open the door type thing. So I don't have to worry about the one. I have a washer and dryer, but it's been sitting out there in the garage for 2 years. I'm sorry, for 5 years. So I guess it still works, but it's just been sitting there. So it's all working out. I ain't got to stress no more. Except for getting all this shit up out of here. That is the biggest issue. And that place doesn't have as much sunlight either. So I got a zillion and one plants that I don't know where I'm going to be putting them. I guess they're going to be going in bedrooms, which means I'm going to have somebody take these big old plants upstairs. I don't know. My son's going to be doing some work. Oh, speaking of that, today is my son's birthday, so happy birthday, dear. He turned 31 today. Well, the mayor's still in jail or he out of jail? Because, he went to jail for doing some shady stuff. But they say he caught up with Diddy. I don't know. And he's so stupid. He gets in trouble for taking upgrades on air flights to Turkey and stuff like that. I don't know what other stuff he was doing. But they say he was a horrible mayor anyway. So. Where is everybody at? Because I'm not staying on here long. My throat ain't all that. They'll be saying I don't come on. So how is I seen that you already bought your Thanksgiving prep stuff. Well, y'all don't have the female no more. I like the female. What was her name? Y'all don't have her no more. Y'all got a guy now, right? So you got all your stuff for Thanksgiving, Arabs? I'm sure you will be throwing down next week. I'ma wish I had one of your plates. Maybe you can boil your turkey like your friend. Oh, I had started that. Yeah, I went over there and I figured I'd check out some of her videos. I think that was Wednesday I went over there and I seen the begging. I'm trying to think who said, somebody in the chat had told me she was begging again about something. I don't know if it was Paulie. It might have been Paulie. So I went over there to check it out. And yeah, I'm like, first of all, you're stupid. You spent all that money for that van, which you can't afford. You have wasted so much money on this van deal, which is your fault because you know damn well you didn't know how to build a van. So you should have said to Miss Charlene and Miss Pauline, will you help me with my van once you finish this one? There you go, Laura Lightfoot. Oh my gosh, Pauline, when she told that story about them declining her card, ain't no way in hell you didn't know you didn't have no money in your bank account. I'm sorry. I check my bank account every day. I'm a little OCD about that. But you knew damn well you had insufficient funds, ma'am. You already knew that. I think she was hoping Miss Pauline was going to cover it, but when she told the story, I found it quite funny that she digging in the purse and trying to get cash and another card she had money on and all this stuff. And Miss Pauline, I'm sorry, Miss Charlene was with her, and apparently she didn't pay. I guess Miss Charlene is like, I'm tired of you being in my damn pocket, ma'am. But I was like, that's your fault. Okay, I'm sorry. How you gonna teach people how to make money when you just made 3 or 4 videos about you not bringing in no money? Make it make sense. First off, you wasted too much damn money doing shit that you didn't know how to do. How much wood has she bought? Thousands of dollars worth. Putting shit up, tearing it down. Putting down floor, tearing it up. All that was wasted money. And then, for you not to have no money, you sitting here going to Goodwill every damn Monday. I don't care if you spent $62 and it was 400 something. That's $62. You could have bought a piece of birch. And then, ma'am, your ass ain't got birch money. Go over there and get you some of that damn pine wood. That's cheaper. Or she could have went to a reclaimed wood place and got her some cheaper wood and get your ass out of Home Depot, which is very expensive. Thank you, Arabs. I'm like, your ass trying to live up here and you ain't got up here money. No, ma'am. You talking about some damn birch is $62 or something. No. Your ass go over there and get the cheap wood. Matter of fact, get some, what is it, MDF or MD something? That press where they take all the chip pieces of wood and press it together. Put some of that shit up. They use it on shows all the time. You can use that inside a damn van. I'm just like, building a damn shelf. Now, how much wood did you waste building that shelf and then it didn't work out? You talking about you had to take it out because it wasn't enough room. You are just wasting money. So my thing is, just get your ass in the van and live in it the way it is. You got plenty of room. Get you some of them plastic containers. You can put your clothes in there, and then just stick them to the wall. You'll be good to go, girl. I was like, big. And then why should people build her van? This is what I don't understand. Y'all been hearing about the fact that the floor got messed up, so I'm having to move and all this stuff like that. You know, I've talked about the process of how things are costing more out here just to be able to find a place and how things have changed in the last 8 years since I moved down here. But have you heard me say one time, will you send me some money to pay deposit or application fees or any of that? Have you heard me say that one time? Why? Because it is my life and I'm having to do this to take care of myself. So what I look like asking other people who are taking care of themselves and their families to take care of me. And I'm older than her. Yeah, I heard about the Amazon list again. I'm like with Arabs. I don't know if people really be sending her stuff. I think that she buys stuff to make people think that people are sending her stuff. She kept talking about one lady. I can't think of her name. Because, you know, she always had that one favorite person that she always calls their name. And she sent her some stuff. But recycle. Just like she was like, she's going to use the sink that she never used in the 4x4. And she's going to put it in there. How much more shit is sitting back there in quartzite that you could use in this van instead of buying new stuff? She want to live off the. I mean, this woman just wants to live high and mighty and ain't got the money. Just like the earbuds. She's sitting there talking about they're not what's the ones? Damn, I forgot the name of them. Martin, where you at? You always help me remember this stuff. The damn earbuds that she was talking about, they was not, but they were Sony earbuds, Beats. Sony earbuds aren't cheap. So my thing is, ma'am, they were fucking free. And you sitting here talking about they not Beats and can somebody send you some? You didn't even know how, she couldn't even figure out how to use the Sony earbuds. What you need some damn Beats for? And we know how she is with this. When it comes to technology, she don't know how to use shit but her phone. You won't see her wearing no damn earbuds at all. It'll be something else that she got for free that's just sitting up someplace. Like all them damn clothes. And my thing is, who the hell goes to Goodwill every Monday and buys $400 some worth of, and mind you now, everything is $1. Everything she got was $1. So had it not been for the fact that it will, I guess it costs more than $1 because she got it for $1, cost 62. So you bought $400 and some worth of clothes, but you only paid 62. And all the shit was too little, too tight, or too big. The t-shirts, some of them were too big. A lot of them were too tight. And the outfits, I'm trying to figure out, why the hell do you leave this back in the store for $1? I mean, too tight, too short. The pants are high waters. Where you going with these high water damn pants on, ma'am? And these things so tight, you seeing belly fat and everything else. What? Do you not know your size at your old age? That don't even make no sense. Because even if you bought shit the first time that was too small, you knew when you went back the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh time that you need a bigger shit. I was laughing when Eric was talking about she done made a whole gym in the house that used to be the room that the kids would go watch TV in, and her ass ain't even in there exercising. So you took that from the children, probably so they wouldn't come down there. She probably did that on purpose. And now you don't even use it. How much money did she spend on all that, on some of that exercise equipment that she could have been using to build a van? See, she just wastes money on shit. Let's take all the stuff she ordered to do calligraphy, calligraphy. How much was that? And then the stuffed animals and all that bullshit when she went through that. What else she done did? Oh, Charlene paid for the foam on the floor for her not to exercise. I mean, she just spent money on stuff that is ridiculous. And that's why you don't have none. And that's why you ain't got no damn van bill. And you've been building on the van, what? I don't lost count. How many months? It's about half a year now almost. And then you already started talking about the damn birthday. Ain't nobody sending you shit for your birthday, ma'am. You're a grown-ass, funky-ass woman. You know what? Buy your own birthday shit. We gonna give you a happy birthday. That's what we gonna give you. I'm like, ain't nobody got no. I mean, times are a little hard out here. Why should somebody send your grown old ass a birthday gift? I had 32 people, only 18 people on thumbs up. I never tell y'all, thumbs it up. And some of y'all is trifling. I know I ain't been on here like I normally be, but you ain't got to unsubscribe. The 4 of you who did. Okay, 2 of you I told you to unsubscribe, but the other 2 I didn't. Oh, she ain't making no damn payments on the van. Have you heard her talk about making a payment on the van? No, she has not. She says that she has bills, but I don't believe she's paying that bill. But we already knew that. We already knew that she wasn't going to pay her back. Not in this lifetime. I'm like, that's why I can't fuck with her. When I go over there, she just be pissing me off with the stupid shit. I'm like, you sitting your rusty ass up in the room trying to cry about the fact that you ain't got enough money to build out a van that you didn't need to buy in the first damn place. I'm with Arabs. The money that she done spent trying to build out this van, she could have took and built Treasure up. Probably got Treasure a brand new engine, got her painted, spruced up the stuff on the inside, and made her look brand new with the money she done spent on all this bullshit. That was just stupid. But she was determined to get a van because Pauline got a van. You know she jealous hearted, so she wasn't gonna let her get away with that. I was like, I can't. And that's why she ain't got no damn van built out. Oh, I don't even know why people still over there. Because she crazy as hell. She had, matter of fact, she was blocking people the other night. She was blocking people so tough. I forgot what she was talking about. But she was talking about, oh, you want to act like that? I'm going to block you. Okay, yes, she's the nice person. And we're not. We're the mean, evil, old women who don't have a life, and we're jealous of her. And we look at her life and want it. Okay. Yeah. I want to go live with a person that I met through YouTube who I didn't know, but I moved in with her because she had money. Which I think that the twins are getting tired of her. Because you don't really see Charlene interact with her like she used to. Like you said, they get up early. I think they be up and out by 6 o'clock. So by the time she get her ass up, they have half a day's worth of work. You know, and they don't eat all day. They'll go, I guess they eat breakfast and start working. Probably eat lunch and then, dinner. They not in there snacking like she do all day. They be out there hustling, doing work, and eat less, and her ass in the house eating and don't be doing no work. I'm just like, no. No. Who is WW? Is that the Wanda lady? And Adrian in her own place now, right? Because she moved out from the boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken. Which I don't understand how she lived with somebody that didn't have no electricity. That's just crazy. And they put all this stuff on YouTube. Like the story I told y'all about the lady that's supposed to be what she call herself? I can't remember shit tonight. The lady I was talking about that had they married the guy that she was a trophy wife. You know what I found? Oh my gosh. People are crazy nowadays. I sometimes wonder, am I really in this world? Or is this just a play world that I somehow stumbled up on? Because the things I see people do now just boggles my mind. I mean, hi Olivia. I mean, this woman. Now this is her backstory. She's a pretty young girl, but she was dating drug dealers. When she met this guy, she was in a relationship with a drug dealer and had two children, two boys. She was dating both guys at the same time. Well, the drug dealer put her and the two boys out. So she went with the guy that had the money. Now, he's an older guy. He's in his 50s, he's a 50-year-old man, pot belly and all that. But, he told her, she called him up, said, hey, the guy, I got kicked out. Can me and the kids come stay with you for a couple of weeks? He told her she couldn't stay unless she married him. Now, mind you, this was his third marriage. She marries him, so I guess she needed a place to stay. Plus, he has some money. So all of a sudden, she starts to channel about being a trophy wife. Why would women listen to somebody tell them about how to be a trophy wife and how to get a man with money? We are going into 2025. Why have women not learned that they need to be able to take care of themselves? Even if you have a husband that takes care of you, you still need to know how to take care of yourself and have some resources of your own, or at least be able to make some if something happened. Nothing is guaranteed. So she marries him and she has 3 more children. She has 2 girls and a baby. The baby's like an arm baby. The girls are 4 and 2. Apparently they started having issues. He wants a divorce. But before then, they were putting restraining orders on each other and all this stuff. It was just crazy in the background, but she's still making YouTube videos about that she's a trophy wife. She had this whole persona going on and was literally selling like lessons to women on how to get a rich man, which women were buying. I don't understand it. So now she comes on YouTube, and this was my issue. She came on YouTube to tell the whole YouTube world that her soon-to-be ex was doing stuff to the girls. She took him to the doctor by police escort, and they said yes, both girls have been messed with. Now, when she came on to tell the story, she is fully made up. She's sitting there in a robe looking all pretty. This is my thought. If I was married to somebody that did that to my children, first of all, there's no way in hell I'm going to take time out to sit and tell the YouTube streets about what's happening in my home. I'm going to be putting his ass out, or me and the children going someplace else, because we all ain't staying up underneath the roof, and he going to be in somebody's jail. If I ain't dead, or me being in jail from killing him. So when did you have time to do all that to come tell the YouTube streets? So now he ain't in jail. Because when you put something on YouTube, they will investigate. He's not in jail. There's nothing criminally showing that he did this to. Now these are his daughters. To his daughters. There's a lot of civil stuff in the court that they've been doing back and forth with each other. So now the husband's niece, I think it is, comes on TikTok, and she tells the story that she was not even the one that found that something was going on with the oldest one. It was the grandmother who was changing. I'm thinking she had on a pull-up. They said diaper, because if she's 4 and she had on a diaper, there's some issues there. First of all, how the hell you a stay-at-home trophy mom and you ain't potty trained your daughter? And she's 4. And girls are easier to potty train than boys. So she didn't even find that out. Come to find out, she has cases with the system of her abusing the children. She has an older son. I think he might be 11 or 12. And the thing is, supposedly he was the one that was doing stuff to his sisters and his brother. So all 3 of the children underneath the oldest one have been something being done to everybody except for the arm baby. Now the oldest one, that's like, I'm thinking he's between 10 and 12. He's still smearing feces on the wall and all this stuff like that. So all of that says to me, see, when I hear this stuff, I start processing it as somebody in mental health. So I'm like, first of all, something wrong with the mama, because you got SA cases against you for your children. And then you got the oldest one doing stuff which is acting out, which is saying to me that somebody did something to him, and now because something has been done to him and it hadn't been dealt with, he's doing it to his siblings. But they said that she didn't want nobody to know that it was her son because they might take the son out of the house, so she blamed the husband. So he was trying to go to court to get the girls and the baby from her because he found out it was the son. I was like, what the hell is going on? Now, you got all these children in the home together, and my thing is this: if a case had really been put out like she said, first of all, the hospital would have had to report it because they're reporting officers. DSS would have been involved, and they would have taken the children out of the home, and the police would have had to report it to social services because they're reporting officers. So the kids wouldn't have been in the house, but neither one of them, even though the husband ain't there right now, she put him, I think she's had him put out a few months ago. But they would have taken all the kids out the house to check and make sure everybody's okay. But none of that has happened. He's out, and he's still paying all the bills at the house, paying her a stipend and stuff, and then homegirl went and put herself up a GoFundMe page. And on top of that, her lawyer quit. Now, in the midst of a case like this, with all this going on, what lawyer would quit on you if you got a husband that is doing this to the children? I'm like, people is crazy on YouTube. I think all the children should be taken out. All of them should be made sure they checked. The oldest one definitely needs to be talked to. All of them that can, that can comprehend. They do stuff with small children and stuff, let them play act and all that. Everybody need to be checked out. The mama don't have them, the daddy don't have them. And I don't like saying that when it comes to putting children in the system, even for a little while. Maybe the grandmother can take them while they're going through all this. Apparently, one of the fathers of the two boys has been fighting to get his child. Let him have his child. Because I don't know what's going on with homegirl, but you're living with drug dealers, you're getting put out, you're marrying folks for money. She got a lot going on herself. I don't know what her back history is or what's happened to her, but mom ain't got it all together for her to have 5 damn kids. I'm just like, but who would come on YouTube and tell stories like that for clicks and views? For fucking clicks and views. Oh, and her little video about I Married a Monster, I think the last time I seen it was like 1.9 million views. Which they're saying it should get her like a maybe $10,000 to $20,000 check. But is it worth it? And then you have broadcast these young girls across the YouTubes about this. They're 2 and 4 now, but this shit is always going to be out here in the virtual world. I'm just like, somebody help these people. What is wrong with them? You don't have to put everything out here for everybody to know. Maybe I'm just old. Or maybe I just must be, I don't know. Maybe I don't understand where we're at with social media, because it seems like for all the good it does, it's a lot of bad that goes along with it. People don't know how to communicate. They don't even know how to talk to each other no more because they rather text, email, and it's all about the money on this damn YouTube. It's all about the money. I heard Arabs talking earlier about how me and her, we definitely don't make no money. So I get on here just because I like talking to y'all. But I know what? I'm not finna get on here and tell y'all nothing that personal that's going on in my home. Hi, Lily. that I'm not even dealing with myself. Got time to take time out to tell y'all about it, and I'm not dealing with it? That's crazy. Or tell you some lies, or like these ones that's fighting with their husband and somebody going to jail and all this, and you on YouTube telling everybody about it, but then the next day y'all back together. This stuff is just, I don't understand it. I don't. I am okay, Lily. How are you? How are you doing? I'm telling you, this world is going to hell in a handbasket if we ain't already there. Every day I wake up and it's something crazier than crazy. And I don't even know what 2025 gonna bring. But I figured I would get all my venting out in 2024 and have a positive mindset January 1st. So, if I fuss for the month of December, I'm letting y'all know now at the end of November. Oh, that rhymed. Because I'm going to have a positive 2025. Oh, y'all see Parker laid out in the back over there? He's so tired. He's been barking for an hour or so because somebody was at the photo studio. So, you know, him being on guard tires him out. I don't know what he's going to do when we move. Because, every time somebody make a noise, he's barking. I'm surprised. These people probably going to want to put us out the first week, my neighbors. Because he's not going to be used to being in a place where people going up and down stairs. Because, our stairs is going to meet their stairs. Or, we might hear, how when you're in a townhouse or something, you can hear other people sometimes. So, and he hears better than me, so I'm sure. It is going to be a bark fest when we first move in. I'm trying to figure out how to train him not to bark so much, but then I need the barking so he can clue me in on stuff, so I don't know. You know with Parker, he don't listen to shit I say anyway, so hey. Oh, my goal this year is I want to do, what do they call December? Something fest for December where vlogmas, yeah, where you do a video every day. That's the goal. May not be long, but that's the goal. But I have some topics, like after I talked about me and my dad getting into the whole blow up, I thought I might do a little series on relationships with family and stuff like that. Because he was off the chain. I told my son, I was like, I'm through. And hopefully I won't have to get into those disagreements with people about, you should be happy that your parents are still here. Yes, I feel bad for people who have lost their parents. But we all did not get the same parents or the same type of parents. And people have to understand that, especially in African American culture. It is like taboo to say you don't like your mom. You can say you don't like your dad all day, but you better not say you don't like your mom. That's what I like about my Caucasian friends. They can say they don't like either one of them, and it's socially acceptable. But for us, and I fully understand people who have lost parents whom they love. I don't not love my parents. I respect the title that they have, which is mother, father. But they got issues. And like I said, we all did not get dealt the same type of parents. It would have been great if I had those supportive parents, and all that kind of stuff. That would have been great. But we all don't get those. And I think that I should be able to say how I feel about my parents because they're my parents. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell somebody else how to feel about theirs. So I'm hoping I won't have that whole discussion with people when I start this little series, but I'm sure I will. Somebody will probably try to tell me, you ought to be so fortunate. I am fortunate that they are still here. All both of them. I actually have 4. I had a mother and a father and a stepmother and stepfather. So 3 out of the 4 are still here. But yes, I used to say we put the D in dysfunction. I still think we did. So, at 62, I'm just tired of dealing with my parents' dysfunction. I'm gonna need them to grow up. I'm gonna need them to grow up. But things always work out how they're supposed to. I was like, right after he showed his ass, God turned around and did what he was gonna do, and I felt like he was like, "Why are you always looking in places I didn't tell you to look?" You ever get that conversation that God is giving you, and you can't even explain it to people because it's all happening in your head? It's like you're holding a conversation with God, but it's all in your head. Because I used to think that when God spoke to you, it was gonna be like the clouds were gonna part, and it would be something like, "Deborah, I need you to do this." Some deep voice. That's what I thought. Nope, it sounds just like me, except it's me talking to me about how to do stuff that I would never do that way, or talking to me about stuff that I would never talk to me about. So yeah, I always found that interesting. But yeah, that's how it worked out. I don't know what happened to all my normal people tonight. What time is it? Okay, it is 9:01. I said I was going to stay an hour. My throat is still a little scratchy, and every time I cough, all this whole midsection hurts. So, I am going to call it a night. It's cold. I'm going to get under my covers and watch some Christmas movies. Because y'all know I like my Christmas movies now. And, yeah, I got to do a walkthrough tomorrow. So, I think I will go ahead and do a empty house video. I have new ideas about what I want to do over there. My son is getting this furniture. I think I'm going to do a black theme over there. It has a black fireplace. I have some ideals. I think I'm going to either stain or paint. I have like a wood dining room table in there that's gray now. It's like gray. Now you kind of whitewash, but it's gray whitewash. I think I'm going to either stain it black or paint it black so that I can have a black dining room table and all that. All right, good people. Thank you for those who are in the bushes. At least thumbs up before you leave. I know tonight is not my normal exciting self. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still a little trying to still get over that whole procedure thing yesterday. And to me, that's always scary. Like, you going to sleep and people doing stuff to you and you have no idea. Made me think of the diddler. Because the stuff they put you under at the hospital will be some of the stuff that they be having out here on the street that they ain't supposed to have. And so, the whole ideal of them giving you something and you are knocked out for an hour or two, 3 or 4 hours, and you don't know what they done did to you. Because I'm like, you done put stuff in my mouth. I don't know what you put in there. He talking about he done gave me a suppository so that I wouldn't cramp up here, but I guess that don't work. I'm like, y'all sticking stuff up my butt and all this other stuff. What the hell is going on while I'm asleep? And I'm just like, I'm telling you. But I feel healed. So Eric, I was going to tell you, girl, don't worry about it. I prayed. I scared my son a little bit because when I went in there, they made me sign a authorization type thing. And I was just like, what is this for? And then he starts telling me this whole thing about 10% of people get pancreatitis and all. I mean, he started giving me all this stuff. I'm sitting there looking at him like, why are we discussing this like 10 minutes before y'all getting ready to take me back for this procedure when we should have discussed this way before I got here? We should have had an office visit to discuss this. So then I started thinking like, am I going to come up out of this? I had a discussion with God, so I had to pray again. Pray for this anesthesiologist, and oh my gosh, they gave me 2 interns. And I told them straight up, I have very tiny veins. And so they cannot use like an adult needle when they try to put the IV in your hand because my veins are so, you can barely see them coming up now. Very small, so they usually have to use a child's butterfly needle. So I told him like this, well, let me tell you something. My veins are small. You're not going to keep poking me. You get one good time, and then you're going to have to get the hell up off me, and somebody else going to have to try it. So I think I scared the little intern. And so it was two of them. It was a female and a male. So she was like, well, if I can't get it, I'm not going to keep poking you. I'll get the chief to do it, the head anesthesiologist. I was like, yeah, you're going to have to. Now the young man's standing at the foot of my bed yawning. And I'm looking at him. Hey, two dog mom. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Have you stayed up too late? Were you partying last night and you knew you had to be in the OR today? Because I'm like, because you're not going to be the one that's going to stick the IV in. I mean, he's just really yawning. He's like, our life with Mingley. He talking about some. It's the light tonight. I can't get the light right. I think it's the yellow shirt and the gold shirt and the light. It's all looking. Now it is looking blurry now. Let's see. Maybe if I turn the backlight off. Let me see something. I didn't realize it was that blurry. It's still blurry. I don't know what's going on. Is that better? It wasn't looking blurry like that. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I'm about to get off, so sorry, you guys. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't look like that on my end. I wasn't even looking at the TV. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. So she got scared and couldn't get my veins to come up on either hand, so she went and got the chief. He ended up putting it here, but he got it on the first try. And I told him, I was like, if you don't do it on the first try, sir, that's all you get. That's all you get. But he got it on there. And I had so many people. I mean, I must have had 6 people from the anesthesiologist department. What? How are you doing this tonight? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't wear yellow in here. I don't know what's going on with the phone tonight. Hey, Lovecraft. So, yeah, we did that. And I had my son scared. I was like telling him where everything was. I was like, because I don't know what's going to happen when I go in here. Your mama might not come back out. You know I love you, blah, blah, blah. And he's standing there looking at me like, what? What the hell? How you just gonna say this on your way going into the OR? So, yeah. But she came out fine. That must be why he hung out with me all day yesterday. Afraid something was gonna happen to his mama. Alright. She is getting off here. I'll do a walkthrough tomorrow and film it. And for those of you guys who like to decorate, not you, McNasty, but for those who like to decorate, maybe you can give me some good pointers because it's much, much, much smaller than where I'm at. And the living room and dining room is just one long room. No separation. I never liked that, but... And then there's a fireplace at one end. So, I'm trying to get in my head how I want the room separated. Oh, it's okay. I'll come back on tomorrow because I'm not Miss up tonight. So, I was only staying on for an hour. So, I'll come on tomorrow after I do the walkthrough and show you guys. Then I'll come back on later in the evening. Y'all can tell me. Give me some ideas of what you think of how I can decorate. I do know that my base color is going to be black this time. And since the fireplace is black. And so, I don't know what my accent colors might be. But, yeah. Alright, good people. Thank you, everybody who showed up and came in. It was a very small crowd tonight. Polly. You and Annabelle be safe out there. No moles. I know it's cold up there. You'll have to tell me how it's going in that cold weather tomorrow. Arabs, thank you. Love you, love you. And Parker says good night to the Parker Posse, and we will see you guys tomorrow. It was a short live tonight, but you know, I'll be feeling better tonight. Tomorrow. And for everybody in the bushes, good night. Hi, Janice. Good night.